So so now we know that this is resistivity, right? So this is resistivity, this is length of the conductor, and this is the area of cross section. So now let's substitute this. I equal to V by R is rho into L by A. So this A will go up, I will be equal to A into V divided by rho into L. So now I divided by A will be equal to V divided by rho into L. So what is I divided by A? What is I divided by A?
I current area, current density.
Current density J equal to V by rho into L. Now there is a thing called, this is resistivity, right? Resistivity. So what will be the reciprocal of resistivity? What will be the ulta of resistivity? Conductivity, correct, conductivity. So this is given by sigma. So J will be equal to, so 1 by resistivity is conductivity, and what is V by L? V by L, potential by length, or V by R?
V by R.
R and L is same, right?
Resistivity.
No, this is electric field. So this is the Wakkar garega tha. This is called Ohm's law in current density form. Current density form. So what did we do? We just first know that current density is basically current per area. So what current is flowing per unit area is current density. Now we know from Ohm's law V equal to IR, and we'll rearrange this. I equal to V by R. Now we know from the theory of resistance is equal to resistivity times length divided by area. So we substitute this value of resistance in this equation. So we put I equal to V by rho L divided by A. So take this A to the numerator. I equal to A into V divided by rho into L. Now we know we take this A down here. So I by A equal to V by rho into L. Now we know I by A equal to J. This one J. Now we know one reciprocal of resistivity will be conductivity. So opposite of resistivity will be conductivity. So 1 by rho will be equal to sigma, which is conductivity, and V by L is nothing but electric field E. So J equal to rho E is the Ohm's law in current density form. So any doubt? Okay. So if there's no doubt, I'll move on. So there is this resistance varies with heat. Okay, so with all other parameters keeping in mind, we keep all other parameters in mind, like length, area of cross section. All those are factors where resistance depends, right? So that can be done, but there is one more factor where resistance depends, and that is heat, right? And it depends on different types of material in different way. So for example, if I have a metal, so can anyone tell me, if I increase the heat in a metal, what will happen to the resistance? Resistance will increase. Yes, correct. So there is a relation to explain the resistance of a metal when heat is applied. So R equal to R naught 1 plus alpha theta. So you don't need to understand the derivation. So this is the resistance at 0 degrees Celsius, right? This is known as the temperature constant. What is this constant called? Temperature coefficient. It is called temperature coefficient of resistance. And theta is per degree rise in temperature. So what is the rise in temperature? So this is a rise in temperature. So for a metal, the increase in resistance with increase in heat, or decrease in resistance with the decrease in heat, can be explained by this formula, where R equal to R naught 1 plus alpha theta. R naught is the resistance of that metal at 0 degrees Celsius. alpha is the temperature coefficient. So every metal will have a different value of alpha. So that should be clear right now. Every metal will have different value of alpha, and theta is the degree rise in temperature. So what is the, like, how from what temperature to what temperature? So if I increase the temperature from 20 to 40, so what will be the value of theta? So if I say I increase the temperature from 20 to 40 degrees Celsius, so what will be the value of theta?
20.
Yeah, it will be 20. So 40 minus 20 will be 20. So R equal to R naught 1 plus alpha theta. So this is known as the alpha is known as the temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay. So if I need to draw a curve for this, so if I say there is resistance in the resistance in the x-axis and temperature in this. So how do I draw the graph for a metal? Any idea? So if I start from this point, yeah, temperature बढ्दै गयो भने resistance will also increase. So this is the graph for the temperature, the dependence of temperature of a metal on dependence of resistance of a metal on temperature. So this is the graph. So yes.
अब कुन स्टेटमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि कुनै पनि मेटलको रेजिस्टेन्स इन्फाइनाइट हुन्छ एकदमै अब करेन्टै फ्लो नहुने गरी
त्यो चाहिँ हुनै सक्दैन. त्यो चाहिँ अब त्यो इट क्यान बी जेनरलाइज द्याट वे. यु हेभ टु डिफाइन वाट म्याटर इट इज, मतलब कुन चिज हो. जस्तै अब इफ यु हेभ समथिङ लाइक सेमी कन्डक्टर्स, राइट? सेमी कन्डक्टर्स आर लाइक द लिस्ट कन्डक्टिङ वेन दे आर भेरी कोल्ड. जस्तै हाम्रो हुन्छ सोलर प्यानल्स, राइट? सो सोलर प्यानलमा जबसम्म लाइट पर्दैन इल बी नन कन्डक्टिङ, राइट? Once sunlight falls on that, it will start conducting. That's why the battery and all will charge with solar. Okay, so you can't define like that with that there is a state where there is infinite resistance. Like for example, if I tell you there is a metallic state, a solid state, like let's say a piece of aluminium, that is a perfect conductor, right? It'll conduct, correct? So there is a solid state material that can conduct, which means its resistance is not infinite. Now liquid, salt and water. Salt water is liquid, its resistance is also very low, it can conduct. Yes, that is also correct. Third, a gaseous state, that is air. Air, though it is very less conducting, its resistance is high, but when there is high voltage supplied, it will cause ionization and then it will conduct again. So all the three states are covered, and there are one example at least in each of the three states where the resistance is not infinite. So you can't define a state like that. So त्यसरी भन्न सक्दैन कि कुन स्टेटमा चाहिँ रेजिस्टेन्स इन्फाइनाइट हुन्छ. इट विल बे सोल्ली डिपेन्ड अन द मेटेरियल. इट विल नट डिपेन्ड अन द स्टेट, बिकज resistance of a material depends upon the material and the heat. So there are only two cases where the resistance will change. So first case is if you change the material. Only if you change the material, then you'll change the resistance. Second is, suppose first one is every material aspect, just the length, material, area, supply. And second is heat. So only these two conditions affect the resistance of material, nothing else. So state let के define गर्न सक्दैन. Okay.
मैले भनेको यस्तो नि अब टेम्परेचर बढाउँदै गयो बढ्दै गयो हैन एकदम अब यहाँ एउटा म चाहिँ इन्फाइनाइट पोइन्टसम्म बढाउने उयो थियो अब टेक्नोलोजी थियो हैन. अब अनि मैले इन केस अब हैन बढाउँदै गयो अरे रेजिस्टेन्स एक पोइन्टमा अब हुन्छ नि टुट्नु सक्छ जस्तै अब हुन्छ नि बुझ्नु भने
इन्फाइनाइट हुन्छ. इन्फाइनाइट भन्ने अब देयर इज नो एक्सप्लेनेसन फर द्याट नि. अब हाउ क्यान वी से द्याट? So we don't have a physical quantity to measure that. Just if you have a small size balloon, okay, and if you fill water into it, so we'll have a physical explanation about how much water can the balloon retain, and after what amount of water will the balloon pop off. So what amount of water will be enough for the balloon, and what amount of water will be excess for the balloon, right? So now we know the physical parameters. So 2 cups, 2 liters of water will be sufficient for the balloon. It can hold up 2 liters of water, but if it exceeds 2 liters of water, it'll pop up. Now we know the physical aspect of it. We know how much is causing what, the physical term, whatever it's happening. Now here तिमीले भनेको, according to your explanation, we are increasing the resistance of something by increasing the heat. Now we don't have a physical parameter to represent resistance. Like we can't compare that with mass, right? We can't compare that with force. We just can compare that with resistance itself. We just can compare resistance to resistance, and to check how much resistance we have, we need an active supply of current. Again, so now we can't say that there is a point where the resistance is infinite. Yeah, there can be a point where the resistance is so high that the current will not be able to sustain the flow. So you might have to increase the current as well. So you might have to increase the voltage as well, so that there is some considerable amount of current flowing through the circuit. तर you can't say that there is infinite or त्यस्तो हुनै सक्दैन. Infinite भन्ने term physical aspect मा if you are considering something finite, so resistance is something finite, you can't term infinite, हुनै सक्दैन. So टेक्नोलोजी हुन्छ कि हुँदैन थाहा छैन, तर you can't base resistance to something physical नि त. So if there was something to base resistance as physical quantity, then we could have done it. जस्तै मैले भने त water balloon type thing. So if there was something like that, we could have easily found what the value of resistance would be at whatever temperature you want, right? So तर हुनै सक्दैन त्यो. Kind of looks impossible to me. Okay. So this is for metals. Kshitej, यो बुझ्यो?
हजुर हजुर त बुझ्दैछु.
So next we have for alloys. So what is an alloy? Mixture of two or more metals. So these mixtures are made such a way that these are not affected by temperature variation. So main function of an alloy is to make them temperature independent of resistance. So they don't vary a lot with temperature. So agar temperature change bhayo bhane pani, there will be not much change in the resistance of alloys. So they will almost remain a straight line. हजुर चेन्ज हुन्छ तर कन्सिडरेबल हुँदैन. इट विल नट बी लाइक कन्सिडरेबल चेन्ज. जस्तै फर अ मेटल वी मेड अ ग्राफ अपवर्ड, राइट? एउटा ग्राफ अपवर्ड गएको ग्राफ बनिरहेछ नि त, राइट? इट्स गोइङ अप. सो विथ इन्क्रिज इन टेम्परेचर देयर इज इन्क्रिज इन रेजिस्टेन्स. बट alloyमा वी कान्ट फाइन्ड अ कन्सिडरेबल चेन्ज. देयर माइट बी सम चेन्जेस. इट माइट गो डाउन or it might go up, but it will not be reflected that much. You can't find it that clearly. Okay? So that is for alloys. Then we have what is the third material? Third material is semiconductor. हजुर भन. Okay, semiconductors. So semiconductors are very interesting type of things. Okay, I like semiconductors. यिनीहरूको characteristic एकदम peculiar हुन्छ. So for example, if I have a semiconductor like silicon, so silicons are basically used in solar cells. Okay, they are used in solar cells. So if I say this is resistance and this is temperature, so one of them. Oh yeah, kind of. तर photoelectric होइन नि त, किनभने that those are semiconductors. So for photoelectric you need photo emitting cells. So you need some material. Vacuum हुनु पर्दैन, it's not required. But in photoelectric cell we need something that can emit electrons, right? Semiconductors are just made such a way that they can move about. There is a free electron that can carry the charge. Okay, so it's different. So semiconductor के हुन्छ भने, like for example, if I give you an example of silicon that is used in solar panels. So what will happen if I increase the temperature? What will happen if I expose the solar cell to the sun? Resistance got this. So I'll have a downward curve like this. Not exactly यस्तो डरलाग्दो कर्भ पनि हुँदैन, तर still will be something like this. Okay, so semiconductors will have something like this. It'll touch somewhere here to this graph and it'll start falling down. भन न भाइ.
तर नि अब रेजिस्टेन्स त घट्यो तर करेन्ट चाहिँ किन मुभ भएको?
करेन्ट चाहिँ के भयो भाइ?
रेजिस्टेन्स अब घट्यो नि त, रेजिस्टेन्स त घट्यो तर करेन्ट चाहिँ किन मुभ भएको?
करेन्ट किन मुभ भयो मतलब किनभने त्यो इलेक्ट्रोन फ्री भयो नि त, त्यो इलेक्ट्रोनले एनर्जी पायो नि त. So once you expose the solar cell to the sun, the main point is the electron, silicon has 4 electrons, right? Silicon has 4 free electrons like this. So now the main point of solar cells is you have to dope it with one.
पहिला हाई रेजिस्टिभिटी थियो तर अब जब हिट टेम्परेचर बढ्दैछ
रेजिस्टेन्स घट्यो
अन्त एनर्जी पनि पाइरहेको थियो, एनर्जीले गर्दा नक अफ भयो इलेक्ट्रोन.
knock off bhayena यस्तो हुन्छ. So this is a semiconductor, right? Silicon. So now to make a solar panel you have to dope this semiconductor with impurities. So impurities can be a 3 valency element, or like 3 elements in the 3 electrons in the valence shell, a element which has 3 electrons in the valence shell, or 5 electrons in the valence shell. So you have to choose 2 materials, either this one or this one. So I choose a material with 3 elements in the valence shell. Let's say that element is X. So now I have an element X. That X has 3 electrons in its valence shell, right? So now this 3 electron, this will bond with this will go with this will go with this. So now every time a single electron of silicon is free, right? Now this electron will not move unless you are supplied with energy. So there is no knocking off or something like that. It is just there is one free electron that is available for silicon to move. Now when you supply heat, when sun is shining over these materials, then this electron will gain energy. So now if the electrons are gain energy, they are free to move. So when they can move, the resistance will decrease. Simple. Because when they move, they can carry the current with them. Right. So they are not knocking off anything. They are present there, but they just don't move because they don't have enough energy to move. So once your sun is supplied, sun ko heat le chai, the electron will be able to move because they will get the energy from the sun. Okay. So this is semiconductor. This is very, very interesting kura. And okay. Got it. Yes, Sudhana.
यो च्याप्टर भन्ने हामीले के पढ्छ?
यो च्याप्टरमा हामीले this is just the introduction. After this we'll do the most important part of this chapter, that is Kirchhoff's law, KVL, KCL. Very important. That you can bye. Okay. So there's one more thing left. One more thing, that is superconductors. So superconductors is not there in the syllabus, but still I'll try to explain.
एकदमै सुपर कुल उयो
सुपरकन्डक्टर चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन? एनी आइडिया? सुपरकन्डक्टर कसरी फर्म हुन्छ?
एकदमै त्यो एकदम टेम्परेचर घटाउँछ हैन र?
टेम्परेचर घट्यो भने के हुन्छ? टेम्परेचर घट्यो भने के हुन्छ?
घट्छ।
रेजिस्टेन्स घट्छ. सो तर यहाँ चाहिँ के हुँदैछ भने हामी रेजिस्टेन्स यहाँ गर्दैछ, टेम्परेचर यहाँ गर्दैछ. सो रेजिस्टेन्स विल बी मिनिमम एट वान पोइन्ट व्हेन टेम्परेचर इज मिनिमम, राइट? सो यहाँबाट यसरी स्टार्ट भएर यस्तो जान्छ. विल बी भेरी पेक्युलर सेमिकन्डक्टर सुपरकन्डक्टरको कर्भ. So this is not there in the syllabus, but there is a point in a superconductor, this point, when at a particular temperature, at a very low temperature, the resistance is almost zero. It is zero in fact, right? So it will go, your point taken, when you start increasing the temperature, the resistance will start increase and it will skyrocket. It will increase at a very exponentially increase. It will not be linear or proportional, it will be like totally exponential. Okay, so this is superconductor, not important. So last topic from this chapter is, I don't know if it's there in the syllabus or not, it is called carbon resistors. Open a book, carbon resistors and color coding bhanne huncha. Just check it if it's there or not. Color coding of resistors. Check the एउटा टेबल हुनुपर्ने यसरी कलर, then first digit, then second digit, then multiplier. Yes, multiplier. Bookma.
Okay, bookma.
Yes. There should be something like this. Color, first digit, second digit, multiplier, tolerance.
Color code of carbon resistors.
Yes. So के हुन्छ भने चाहिँ there are certain resistors like carbon coated resistors हुन्छ which are mostly cylindrical in shape. So like this, it's a sense and resistors हुन्छ. Electronics मा हुन्छ नि यो त्यसैमा.
Cylinder shape मा त्यो कलर आफ्नो कलर हुन्छ हरेक.
Exactly. So this is a similar kind of resistor. So let's say I'm making this with white, okay? So wait. It'll be so easy to understand about. So I'm making a भन त
फोटो खिचेर पठाउनु न.
के को भाइ के को
table
फोटो भाइ ए ल ल ल अहिले पठाइन्छ आठकलाई सो दिस इज अ कार्बन रेजिस्टर ओके सो नाउ इन दिस कार्बन रेजिस्टर के हुन्छ भने चाहिँ इट इज बेटर टु सिम्बोलिकली रिप्रेजेन्ट द रेजिस्टेन्स देन टु राइट इट बिकज इट बी भेरी डिफिकल्ट एन्ड भेरी लङ सो वाट दे डु इज दे मेक स्ट्राइप्स सो फर्स्ट स्ट्राइप इज येल्लो फर एक्जाम्पल सेकेन्ड स्ट्राइप इज रेड third stripe is green and fourth stripe is let's say silver okay so now there will be a system to represent all this so there will be color for everything do you have the table do you have it in the book
That's what
so so what is the value represented by first digit so you have to check the first digit and
Right.
yellow color so what number
तिमीले येल्लोमा
first digit yellow
4
4
फर्स्ट एन्ड सेकेन्ड 4 भनेको छ थर्ड
Four.
भनेको 10 to the power 4
yeah first digit on the kinan yellow is in the first line right so now you just need to consider yellow for first digit so first digit ma yellow ko number 4 cha now second digit ma red ko number ke cha
2
2 2 done now after writing 2 digit just put a multiply now third digit ma green ma ke cha matlab in the multiplier
so 10 to the power 5 10 to the power 5
10 to the power 5 so this is the resistance of the
of this day
conductor yes but now we have one more color that is silver so silver भनेको tolerance छ so what is the value of this line in tolerance कति
10%
plus minus 10% so this is the resistance
यो
it can go plus more than 10% less than 10%
लेस देन 10% त के हुन्छ
मतलब its value can go more than 10 or less 10% more or 10% less
ए
so it is not exactly this okay it can be exactly this or it can also go 10% up 10% down okay so now let's say I'll do another sequence ल भन
म त के सोच्दै थिएँ भन्दाखेरि टलरेन्स भन्दाखेरि कतिको करेन्ट ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्छ
होइन टलरेन्स त्यो होइन होला होइन त्यही हो
ओके
टलरेन्स त्यही हो टलरेन्स मतलब त्यो उयो नि रेजिस्ट प्लस माइनस so one more la then we have blue then last color is gold सिधै पायो तिमीले यो टेबल
अन्त बुकै छैन मेरोमा
ए ओके पढ
मलाई गुगलबाटै पढ्दैछु
ए छ अहिले मतलब हेर त गुगलमा कलर कोडिङ अफ कार्बन रेजिस्टर भनेर खोला न एउटा टेबल छिटो या त म तिमीलाई खोलेर पठाइदिन्छु तिमीले भन्नु पऱ्यो नि एन्सर मलाई अब कलर कोडिङ अफ
कार्बन रेजिस्टर
एउटा टेबल हुनुपर्छ यस त्यो आयो फर्स्टमा टेबल एउटा ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट हेर त
आयो त
आयो होइन सो त्यो टेबल हेरेर मलाई यसको एन्सर भन ल म तिमीलाई बोर्ड देखाउँछु सो फर्स्ट वान रेड छ रेडको भ्याल्यु के छ फर्स्ट डिजिटमा
ब्राउन छ त फर्स्टको त
होइन रेडको अगेन्स्टमा के छ नम्बर हेर न फर्स्ट डिजिटको रेडको कलरको साइडमा के छ कुन नम्बर छ
एउटा क्वेसन छ मेरोमा
एकछिन यो सकिहाल्नु ल यो सकेर अन्त सल्भ गरिदिइहाल्छु
द फर्स्ट नम्बर चाहिँ उयो छ हो
होइन कलर हेर कि कलर रेड हेर न रेड कहाँ छ त्यो टेबलमा
हजुर
रेड भेट्यो त्यसको साइडमा फर्स्ट डिजिटमा कुन नम्बर छ हेर रेडमा
3
रेडमा 3 छ होइन होला हौ हेर त फेरि रेडको साइडमा कुन नम्बर छ फर्स्ट डिजिट
एकछिन म फोटो पठाउँछु ल
पर्ख तिमीले मै पठाउँछु फोटो यो हेर त यी
WhatsApp मा पठाइदिनु।
यहाँ हेर सितेश, यो देख्दैछौ यो टेबल,
हजुर हजुर
यो टेबलमा हेर। अब रेड चाहिँ कहाँ छ? रेड चाहिँ हाम्रो अकर्डिङ टु आवर ड्रइङ रेड इज इन द फर्स्ट वान राइट। सो यहाँ रेड कहाँ छ? रेड यहाँ छ होइन।
हजुर हजुर
सो यसको करेस्पोन्डिङ नम्बर के छ?
2
टू टू जस्ट टू। फर्स्ट स्ट्रिप मात्रै हेर्नु पऱ्यो, टू।
2
फर्स्ट स्ट्रिपको 2।
फर्स्ट स्ट्रिप हेर
अब सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिपमा ग्रिन छ, ग्रिनको के छ नम्बर हेर त सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिपमा। सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिपमा ग्रिनको नम्बर कति छ?
ग्रिनको उयो छ त के अरे 5 छ
5 करेक्ट,
5 5
5। न भयो, यो दुईवटा नम्बर मात्रै हो रेजिस्टेन्सको लागि। अब मल्टिप्लाई साइन हाल्नुपर्छ। ब्लूमा के छ हेर, अब थर्ड स्ट्रिपमा मल्टिप्लायरमा
ब्लूको 10 to the power 6
10 to the power 6। सो दिस इज द रेजिस्टेन्स। देन प्लस माइनस टलरेन्स, गोल्ड कलरको टलरेन्स कति छ?
गोल्ड प्लस माइनस 5%।
5%। सो दिस इज द रेजिस्टेन्स अफ द कन्डक्टर रेजिस्टर। सो दिस इज द वे फर कलर कोडिङ अफ रेजिस्टर्स। अब बुझ्यो?
हजुर
सो फर्स्ट स्ट्रिपमा कुन कलर छ त्यो नम्बरको फर्स्ट स्ट्रिपमा जुन नम्बर छ त्यो लेख्यो, सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिपमा वाट एभर कलर इट इज सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिप नम्बर। देन थर्ड आफ्टर द सेकेन्ड नम्बर पुट अ मल्टिप्लाई साइन, देन मल्टिप्लाई 10 to the power something, then ohm. After that you have to put the unit of resistance, then after that plus minus tolerance. Okay, look, Aditya, what's your question? Aditya bhai,
एकैछिन ल दा।
okay,
हेलो दा।
one question.
दा अहिले आजकल उयो आउँछ हो तपाईँले हेर्नु भने माइक्रो रेजिस्टर भन्ने आउँछ नि।
माइक्रो रेजिस्टर आउँछ, मैले बुझेँ
माइक्रो रेजिस्टर छ।
भन।
त्यसमा चाहिँ कसरी थाहा पाउनु?
माइक्रो MICRO माइक्रो रेजिस्टर्स।
त्यसमा कुनै के अर्कै नम्बरै लेखेको हुन्छ सिधै।
हो त यस्तोको चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्छ नि, यस्तो हुन्छ यिनीहरू चाहिँ मैले कहाँ देखेको भन्छ है, माइक्रो रेजिस्टर्स चाहिँ मैले मदरबोर्डमै देखेको म्याक्सिमम् है। अनि यिनीहरूमा चाहिँ
आज त सबै त्यही हुन्छ।
अनि के हुन्छ भन्छ है, मदरबोर्डमा जहाँ प्लेस भएको हुन्छ नि सोल्डर गरेर त्यहाँ मुनि त्यसको भ्याल्यु लेखेको हुन्छ मदरबोर्डमै लेखेको हुन्छ। जस्तै अब कहाँबाट कनेक्ट भएको यो कुरा, कुन सर्किटबाट आएको यो होइन, त्यो लेखेको हुन्छ। अनि जुन इम्पोर्टेन्ट इन्फर्मेसन अबाउट द रेजिस्टर त्यो चाहिँ कि त बारकोडको फर्ममा हुन्छ इन द रेजिस्टर, या त नम्बरको फर्ममा हुन्छ। बुझ्यौ? त्यो नम्बरले कलर कोड दिइहाल्छ, मतलब रेजिस्टेन्स दिइहाल्छ।
कन्भर्ट गर्नु मात्रै हो।
एक्ज्याक्टली यस्तै कोड ल्याङ्ग्वेजै हो। अब यसमा चाहिँ कलर ल्याङ्ग्वेज थियो, अब त्यसमा चाहिँ कोड ल्याङ्ग्वेजै हुन्छ। द्याट यु हेभ टु कन्भर्ट इट। त्यो केही रुल हुन्छ कन्भर्सन, विल नट बी द्याट डिफिकल्ट। ओके, विल बी सिम्पल ओन्ली। ओके, सो एनी डाउट रिगार्डिङ एनी टपिक फ्रम टुडे?